recorded about 60 hours or something. So I'm going to try and squeeze that in over the next week, I think, into my life, just to catch up with what was going on at Glastonbury over the weekend. So that's all on the way. I mentioned Ollie Wilkinson, a keen swimmer. This is all part of our road trip this week. He swam the English Channel 2009. Holds a record for swimming around Manhattan Island. At the moment, he's doing a marathon swim, 10 kilometres at Sandford Parks Lido every day for 30 days. You'll hear from him in a minute. Now, as part of the road trip, I did have a little bit of a dip as well. And I caught up with him and his wife, Vicky, at the Sandford Park Lido.
Well, we've always been keen endurance athletes, and we love the Lido. We've been season ticket holders here for years, and it's just an opportunity to combine a crazy endurance challenge, which we tend to do from time to time, with raising some money for our local facility that we love as well.
Now, just tell me a little bit about your husband and what he's already done.
Well, as I say, he's been a keen swimmer, as you found out when he came in to see you a couple of weeks ago.
He swam the English Channel.
Yeah, since he was a kid. And he's started off pool swimming and then progressed to open water swimming, because it's so lovely doing that out in Australia, which is where he grew up. So when he... When he came over here to live, he had to cope with swimming in colder water than over there. But he first swam the English Channel in 2009, and he swum various Hawaiian channels as well. He swum the Straits of Gibraltar. He holds the world record for swimming around Manhattan Island in New York. Yeah. So he's done a few crazy stunts over the years.
And what was this about the arch to arc?
Well, that was a challenge we did together last year, and the idea behind that was we both spend so much time training, and therefore don't often see a lot of each other over the summer months, so we do an event together. The only problem with that was I ran, Ollie swam, and then we biked together for the final element of the race, and we had to do so much individual swimming and running training. We didn't end up training together very much at all. But the event was called the Arch to Arc, and it started off at Marble Arch in London, and I ran 87 miles to Dover. Then Ollie swam across the Channel and 21 miles, and then we biked from Calais to the Arc de Triomphe together in just over 14 hours. So
I was going to ask what your pets think of it all, because you've got a dog and you've got tortoises, but of course they can't talk. But if they could talk, they would be saying a lot, wouldn't they?
Yeah, the dogs are happy about it, because they enjoy coming out running with me.
Now, I know originally Ollie was wanted to raise money for the changing rooms, to get them all sort of refurb, £15,000, but something sort of scuppered that, didn't it?
Well, what happened at the beginning of the season was the old boiler packed up, so the money that the Lido had got put aside to I think work on the change room project has been spent replacing the boiler, so hopefully this is a way that the local community will get behind him and donate. He's already had over £400 of donations on Just Giving. And as I say, they'll get behind him, and we'll get some more money built up in the pot for the Change Room programme.
Well, I'm just about to jump in and catch up with him. So where is he at the moment then?
So he's in the far lane, lane 4, just coming up to do a tumble turn in the deep end. You'll see him now hit the wall.
And I know some of his fundraising has even sort of raised money to improve the signage, isn't it?
That's right. When he did the Channel in 2009, he raised money for the Lido, and I think with that money they bought the signage, some new lane ropes, and the pace clock, which is just about sunny enough to have working today. It doesn't work on cloudy mornings because it's solar powered.
Right, here we go. Let's go have a look.
He's coming down now. So
you must be really proud of him.
Jump in. Yeah, I'm really proud of him. He's great.
So Vicky, how cold is it in here, or how warm?
Warm. I normally swim in my wetsuit in the mornings, but I'm a bit soft. How many degrees is it, Keith?
It's 26.5
26.5 degrees today. So I would actually be in here during the day, just in my swimming costume. But
Costa del Sol temperatures.
yeah, you won't find it too cold when you jump in. Go on.
Yep, that was a splash when I actually went into the water. It's just so warm, isn't it? I don't know whether you've, grown up swimming at the Sandford Parks Lido in Cheltenham, but I was so impressed with that, and that was Ollie Wilkinson. More than a keen swimmer, he swam the English Channel in 2009, holds a record for swimming around Manhattan Island. Basically, him and his wife just have to have a constant challenge going on, and nothing wrong with that, because they're trying to raise money for the Sandford Lido, just to kind of improve the changing rooms and the boiler room, all that sort of thing. Really interesting history as well about Sandford Parks Lido. I mean, it became a charitable trust, and I don't know, just speaking to so many people there last week, we went to do our recordings, they were all just saying, do you know what, it's just incredible, and we really appreciate it being here. If you've got memories, by the way, of swimming there, maybe during summer holidays, many years ago, maybe you've swum there for 30 years, just love it. I'd love to hear from you. What is it about the Sandford Parks Lido that just makes it such a great place? A little bit more from our road trip. All this week, we're taking a dip, which is just so brilliant. At the Sandford Parks Lido, a little bit earlier on, you were hearing from Ollie Wilkinson from Cheltenham, who loves the pool so much. He's raising much needed cash to keep it all together because, as you probably know, it's sort of got charitable status, and it really relies on the community. I was going to say in and around Cheltenham, but actually people travel far and wide to there. So Ollie is doing this amazing marathon swim, 10 kilometres at Sandford Parks Lido every day for 30 days. I've just been keeping up with his progress on his blog today. And as of yesterday, he'd done an awful lot. Day 16, 3,200 laps of swimming. And he's absolutely loved it. Loads of his friends have turned up as well. Loads of members are involved. If you want to look him up, by the way, just sort of Google 30marathonswims30days and you will find him there. But I thought I really ought to take a dip as well. So I was kind of looking for him training in the pool. Here he is.
Hey Dom, how you doing?
Good to see you.
I was hoping you were going to jump in and swim a few lengths with me.
Definitely. How's it going?
That's it. Well, that's 10 Ks done today. So another 200 laps ticked off. I'm up to 130 kilometres now for the 13 days so far. So I'm starting to feel a bit achy, a bit sore, but so far so good.
I've been speaking to Vicky about the whole challenge, and she's incredibly proud of you, and everyone is.
Oh well, I think I'm very grateful for all the support I've had. We couldn't do it without Vicky supporting me, and without the sort of Lido, which is what it's all about. It's a sort of tough little challenge, but hopefully it's getting a little bit of publicity for the Lido, which is what it's all about.
Vicky's a busy PE teacher, you're a busy vet. How do you just squeeze in the training?
It is tricky. I work obviously here at the Dragon Vet Centre in Cheltenham, and they've been very good to me. They've helped me start a little bit later and knock off a bit earlier to get these swims in. So I either get 10 Ks in before work, or today I was in work this morning and busy operating till about 1 o'clock, and then I've snuck down here to get a swim in, then I'm back to work after this. But it's a bit of a challenge.
You're a record holder as well for the Manhattan Challenge, aren't you?
That's right, yes. I still have the record for swimming around Manhattan. I think the key to that one is that it's one that very few people want to have a go at, I suspect.
And what drives you here? Because you know you're raising money, you're doing really well at the moment. You want to get stuff sorted here because obviously the boiler packed up earlier in the year. You just want to get the changing room sorted now, don't you?
That's it. This is a fantastic facility, the Lido. It's been here for sort of 80 years, and it's an 80-year-old facility that needs quite a lot of upkeep. There's a big push at the moment to sort of try and get the changing rooms modernised, which would be great. And obviously with things like the sort of boiler, which is seriously old. So when that goes, it's a major job to even find an engineer who knows what to do with it.
Right, you're going to give me a few tips for stamina swimming now?
It's all in the technique, Dom.
Okay.
The key is what you do under the water. That's where the sort of swimming technique is. So the key is to get a nice big catch under the water, propel yourself through a nice long glide, nice smooth stroke, good rotation, and try not to sort of windmill the arms too much. So nice and slow and steady, good catch under the water, and off we go, shall we?
Okay, I'm not sure I'm going to do front crawl. I'm a bit of a breaststroke now. Is that right?
Breaststroke is fine.
Here we go. Shall I follow you?
Yeah. Put up and down.
Wherever, yeah. Yeah, Ollie Wilkinson from Cheltenham doing his charity marathon swim over the next quite a few days. Actually, he's got quite a lot more of his challenge to go. A great guy, really supported by his wife Vicky as well. You can catch up with him. As I say, if you just Google his name, Ollie Wilkinson, he will come up pretty quickly. It's all 30 marathons in 30 days. If you look up that, you will find them. It's BBC Radio Gloucestershire. It is 12 minutes to 1. Classic Paul Simon now. Diamonds and the Soles of His Shoes. It's BBC Radio Gloucestershire.